Let's go.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On one, right?
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here we go.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On one, right?
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
Here we go.
First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Here we go.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put your offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. To Mixon on the check down. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Got his open man. It's Carr. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which is spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll give it to Mixon. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
Here we go,
And
here
the
we go.
ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The Titans at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get set. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1, ready? 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. 20. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with the option left. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Henry is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Henry again.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Carr. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 45.
Well Teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now back to throw. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans have moved out in front.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
This is what you would call growing pains here, Parker, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Second and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw here.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down, it's Carr, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They begin with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
The blitz as they look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his open man. It's Carr. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On second down, here's Henry. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Seibert now to kick this thing away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
The middle they go. Carr. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Harris Campbell, 27 yards. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down. It's Carr. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking?